Amigos y fanáticos de Contralona, a mi lado me place presentarles a nada más y a nada menos que Lince Dorado. How you doing?
Thank you for having me here.
It's great to have you here, back home in Puerto Rico. How's it feel?
Man, it's been since I got off the airplane, people have been on me and just showing me a lot of love. And I love everybody here. I love my family. I love the fans. I love Puerto Rico. So thank you.
You just had a seminar here in Bikini Power Gym. Your thoughts about what you give here to the students, wrestling students?
Yeah, there's a lot of great students here. A lot of them all want to learn. I mean, that's a good thing in here. I told them my best advice that I gave them was I said, I love Puerto Rico, but make sure that you get out because that's the only way you're going to get better to wrestle all the other people around the world. And, there's a lot of great things that are going to come because Puerto Rico needs some new blood, and that's a good class.
We know you since a few years ago. You've been active in the independent wrestling scene in the United States. What can you tell us about the fans and how it works in this scene in the United States?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Puerto Rico is a little bit stuck in the past, but that's not a bad thing because the people here, the passion that they give the wrestlers in the matches is different than in Mexico, Japón, or the United States. But the United States is always different too because you could be in one place and they could be quiet, and you could be in another place and they could be very loud and cheery. So there's no difference because it just depends on the wrestlers in the match. And if we go out there and tell a good story and give them a good fight, they're gonna love it.
What was that time, or how did you get into pro wrestling? What motivated you to get into the pro wrestling business?
My abuelo, he's the biggest supporter I've ever had. 81 years old, and he still watches WAPA and WWC and AAA, CMLL, all kinds of wrestling. And he was the one that introduced me, and he's the one that helps me. Sometimes used to get to go to the shows and to the training and just everything. And he's been my biggest motivator. And to have somebody in my life that supports me and supports what I do, like I can't thank him enough.
Tell us about your Puerto Rican roots.
So yeah, my Puerto Rican roots. I mean, they start here in San Juan, old San Juan, all over San Juan. Uh, Very fortunate to come here a couple times. Whether it's to visit, I have family still here today, and I'm very excited to go see them after this. And they picked me up from the airport, and I haven't seen them in years because I'm always traveling. So San Juan, Puerto Rico is where my family is, and we moved to the United States for whatever reason, but it's always good to come back.
You're now part of the CWC in WWE Cruiserweight Classic tournament. Tell us about your participation there. How did you get into the WWE Cruiserweight tournament?
Yeah, I've been knocking on the door at WWE for 2 years, and finally they said, yeah, we got a spot, and we're gonna do something different. That's where the Cruiserweight Classic came from, and we're gonna focus on the smaller guys. And that's what I am. I'm a small guy, but I could do things in the ring that nobody else can. And I think to represent Puerto Rico with Mr. 450 and myself, I think we have a good variation of different styles. But we're proud to represent Puerto Rico, and just to be in the WWE is like a big deal. We got Puerto Rican wrestlers in WWE, but let's face it, they're not superstars, and I think we have a chance right now to be superstars.
Your expectations now inside the WWE?
Oof. I mean, just to say Lince Dorado or Mr. 450 in the WWE is that's a dream come true. We all grew up watching WWC and IWA in Puerto Rico, but WWE is the biggest company in the world. So for me and everybody else to be a part of it, that's a big deal. I hope whether to win the cruiserweight title if they have it, or to be on WrestleMania because, like I said, that's a dream come true.
Mr. 450, we know that you're pals, you're friends. What can you tell us about your relationship with Mr. 450?
I think it started almost 10 years ago. He was living in Chicago. I was living in New Jersey in the States. And I think one day I saw him. We were on the same show, and I was like, man, that guy is pretty cool. He's got a similar style. He likes Lucha Libre. And then we were talking, and we're like, oh, you're Puerto Rican? I'm Puerto Rican too. So I think that built a little bit of a competition because being two Puerto Rican wrestlers uh, breaking into the business is a big deal. And ever since then, it's a friendly competition. We bring out the best of each other. We help each other out. We motivate each other in the gym and in the wrestling ring. Very great friend, very positive. I can't say anything bad about him, and I hope he has nothing to say bad about me.
In just a few hours, you have a match with Mr. 450 here in 100% Lucha. Your first match against him in Puerto Rico. Your expectations about it?
Man, I think this has been a match. And I didn't know this, but this has been a match for the past 2 3 years that people have wanted to see. I think once me and Mr. 450 broke that level where people knew our name and we were having good matches, they were like, "Oh, we got to bring these guys down here." And we've had companies, we've talked to companies, we begged companies to bring down, and they didn't believe in the match. But now we have an opportunity to rebuild Puerto Rico and the wrestling scene here to showcase that it could be different and be good at the same time. And I think a lot of fans are going to be in awe of what we're going to do. I think they're going to love what we're going to do, and I think we may have even the wrestlers in the back watch what we do because we're going to do something different in Puerto Rico that nobody else has done before.
Well, Lince, it's been great to having here in Contralona to end this interview.
Hey, brother. Hey, man, tomorrow's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm really excited. And this is my home. And you better be ready because I'm going to bring it.
Bring that A game, bro, because I'm bringing mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
We'll see you tonight.
May the best man win.